Hello and welcome back to Dead But Alive, Southern England. Meanwhile... So... thirsty. Here, have some of my water. No, I can't. You need it more. You're only a child. I have plenty. Take some. I'm not taking no for an answer. You're pushy for a kid. You know that? Oh, fine. I'll just have a sip, though. Have as much as you need. They're always giving me extra here for some reason. Well, you are a kid. But these bandits aren't all bad. Oh, who am I kidding? Tell me if you need anything else, alright? We are sort of roommates. That kindness of yours. Be careful. It's a beautiful thing, but it might end up getting you killed someday. I'll be fine. I can take care of myself. Why does she keep doing that bouncy jumpy thing? It's kind of distracting. Your parents raised you well. You know that? Ah. Sorry to interrupt. You! Sorry. I didn't see you there. Is this man bothering you, Emily? No. No, we were only talking. Filthy conditions down here. We should do something about this. You could let us go. The bandit captain is laughing. Oh, I love that sense of humour you have. You know that? I was more thinking, why don't you come up to the main complex with me? I have some spare rooms there. No, that's alright. I like it down here, actually. You always were the stubborn one. Ever since you were a little kid, we could never get you to sit still. The bandit captain's smiling. Huh? What are you talking about? Your sisters are already with us. In the main complex, I mean. They're waiting for you. Come on now. We wouldn't want to keep them waiting, would we? I don't have any sisters. I don't even know. Shh! Careful, girl. He thinks you're his daughter. This happened to the last little girl that was here. What happened to her? I don't know. I think he keeps them somewhere else with him. What are you two whispering about over there? Come now, Emily. Say goodbye to your friend. It's time to come home. Ooh, it's actually letting me choose what she would do. Okay. In this situation, her options for fighting back are incredibly limited, unfortunately. You know, her cellmate's in no fit state to help her. I'm willing to bet she probably hasn't had much in the way of combat training, even with a veteran as a parent. You know, and even if she has, he is, you know, quite a lot larger than her, which does give him a decided physical advantage. So, I think she's going to have to play along and stay vigilant. Yes, Father. I'll come along. It would make me happy if you fed the prisoners here a bit more. They're my friends. These people? Your friends? Hang on, that should have been him saying that. Fine. Extra rations today. Anything for you, Bridget? Bridget? Really? Okay. Bridget? But I'm... So why don't we head out? I'll follow along. Sounds good. Don't fall behind now. I don't know what I would do if you tried to run away from me. It's dangerous out there. Well, that guy's flipped his lid. Okay, let's manage the party, see if anybody has anything interesting to say. God, all my guys are wounded again. All my guys who are even vaguely useful in a fight are. Hey Mike, let's have a chat. Something else about the world being like this. Really makes you take a step back and just appreciate life. I felt like I was taking it for granted before, but now with every death staring in your face, you know what a blessing it all is. Who knows how many days we have left, you know? Might as well make the best of what we got. He seems to be slipping ever so subtly cockney. Let's talk to Carl. Hello. You need something specific? Just thought this was a chance to properly introduce myself. Oh. Well, hello, I guess. I was a ranger. Well, still am a ranger, technically. It's just kind of hard to collect paychecks with my boss decomposing in a field somewhere. That's what rangers do. Ah, me, I mostly showed rich folk how to hunt deer. Gave them lessons so they could pretend they knew what they were doing. Rich pricks would then bag a deer or two if they were lucky. Go home to their friends and brag about what big, tough hunters they all were. Twats. Pay was good, though. You're pretty quiet. Yeah, my father always told me if you don't have anything important to say, no need to waste the words. So I don't. Truth is, I don't get on with most people. That reminds me, I hope that silly bugger's alright. But still, that's about all there is to know about me. I carry my weight around here, don't you worry about that. Better skill with guns than most anyone I've ever met. Certainly more so than most of the people here. Just give me a holler if you guys need something. Wow, he's actually got two things to say in one instance. Or not. That to me looks like a very minor bug. Okay, next day, and I think we're going to be doing some accusing tonight. Alright, I think it's late enough now. We need to be discreet. We don't want to have a riot on our hands. Got it. Hurry, let's find Alex. 10 minutes later. Did you guys have any luck finding the food? Was Steve mad? We're going to need to search your tent, Alex. What? No, you can't do that. Wait, what? Why my tent? We know you've been taking food. No, I haven't. I swear. It was Steve. He was the one that took the vegetables. Now, see, that's the funny thing. How do you know we were missing vegetables? Because that makes sense, right? I saw we were running low last time I was in there. I mean, after we talked, I went in and checked, and that's when I noticed. He told us about the vegetables the first time we talked, though. Why don't we go and see what Steve says? No! If he knows I said anything, he'd... Easy there. Let's search his tent first. That's probably easier and less likely to give Alex a broken jaw. But do you really need to do that, mate? Look, if you're innocent, then you shouldn't have any problem with us taking a quick peek, right? Clear your name and be on your way. I'm sorry. So you admit it? Yeah. You'll find the cans soon enough anyway. I don't think anyone would notice if it was just a couple of cans of stupid vegetables, and I've been starving. We're all starving, Alex. You may not have noticed. But we don't exactly have a nice grocer's on to head down to anymore. I know. I still have a can of peas left. I can get that for you right now. That sounds like a good idea. And maybe you guys could keep this between us? It was just a one-time mistake. I'll make up for it any way I can. Please! Please! I'm begging you guys. If Steve finds out, if Jenny finds out, I don't... Please, I'll do whatever you want. Why don't you start by getting that can of peas? Right, of course, stay here, I'll be right back. So what do you think? I don't think we should hide this from everyone, but I'll leave it up to you. Alex is probably going to get lynched if we tell everyone else. But we can't start hiding things from the group. I might not have... I'm this weird contrast. I really want to believe that humanity is this decent, you know, generally good thing. But I am fully aware of the fact that there's an awful lot of dickheads out there who kind of drag the average decency of the species down quite a way. But I want to believe in humanity, so I will. So let's tell them. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Everyone out there already knows we were looking for food. We don't want them all distrusting each other. No good can come from that. Ready to get this all out in the open. I'll let Alex know your decision. You go to get some sleep. Looks like we're going to have a busy day tomorrow. Next day it is. I was hoping for a quiet breakfast, but I couldn't get anything down today. Caroline has recovered. Excellent. Hey, you awake yet? Everyone's waiting out there to hear what we're going to do with Alex. Alex looks like he's going to burst into tears at any moment. Maybe we should get this started, huh? Thanks. Not looking forward to this. Yeah, me neither. Like I said, Alex is a good guy. But trust me, we're doing the right thing here. Everyone deserves to know what's been happening. Outside. What's all this about? I saw Caroline head into the supply last night. You here to confess you can't get enough to eat, you fat cow? Hey Steve, could you do us all a favour? Shut your ugly face. Thanks. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Brought the can back myself. Told Alex your decision and, well, he wasn't quite in the moving mood after that, as you can see. Display message. Alex is sitting in the centre of the group. And he's looking straight downwards and won't make eye contact with anyone. We found the person stealing the food. Now we need to decide what we're going to do about it. Oh, we've known who's been doing that. Steve's the only one here who's the big enough arsehole to swipe out some extra food and leave the rest of us starving. You accuse me of something, officer? Am I free to leave? No, that's fucking hilarious. Alright, hold on. It wasn't Steve. It was Alex. Alex? No. No, you have to be mistaken. Alex wouldn't do that, right? Right, Alex? Alex looks away. Now we all know. So what do we do about it? How about I save everyone a bunch of time and bitching and just take care of this myself? Isn't that why you keep me guys? That's why you guys keep me around, isn't it? Do the jobs you're too chicken shit to do yourselves. God, I've never had to swear this much on a Let's Play before. Because you may have noticed, I don't swear on commentary usually, nor do I swear in reviews. It's not that I'm opposed to swearing. I just think if you're going to swear, you should have a reasonable reason to do it. You know, so I don't really mind doing it in, because let's face it, this is a zombie survival game. These people would be swearing a lot. We aren't some group of monsters. He stole some veg, sure, but since when has that become a capital crime? Well, we have to do something. Who knows how much he would have stolen if he wasn't caught? Alex, tell me they're wrong, please. Alex. You got your sentimental goodbyes in? Good. Hammer the roping and let's get the show on the road. No! Please, you can't kill me. It was just a couple of cans of food. I was starving. You weren't starving. You were hungry. You know what? We're all hungry here. To deprive the group of food so you could stuff yourself? I thought there was more to you than that, Alex. None of you has been tempted? No one here took a nibble out of something you found on a raid instead of bringing it all back? We're gonna kill a man because he got a bit greedy now? Is that it? Hold on, I didn't say anything about killing. Right, but that's because you don't have any backbone, you see? We're friends! We're all friends! Jenny, Carolyn, someone, anyone! Please say something! I don't want to die! Alright, you need to speak up. What are we going to do about all this? Well, I'm not going to kill him. You discuss what should be done about Alex. Some say he should be punished, others say that he's not much more than a kid. And in the end, it's up to you to decide. Okay, I'm not casting him out because that'll kill him. I'm not killing him because that'll kill him. Which makes the only option forgiveness. Can we at least punish him by giving him some crappy jobs for the next few days? Yeah, something simple. You know, like the old cliche army punishment of just making them peel like a bajillion potatoes. I appreciate we don't have a lot of potatoes to peel, but, you know, I'm sure we could think of something that's important to the group but an unpleasant job. Digging latrines, how about that? I'm sure everybody loves having to do that job. Excuse me? Must have misheard what you said there, mate. It sounded like you just said something really fucking stupid. Let him go? Just like that? Thank you. Thank you so much. I swear I'll make it up to all of you. Alex won't do something again like this again. Right, Alex? This was just a one-time mistake. I think this is for the best. This isn't leadership, you realise. You can't just let anyone do whatever they want. Alright, not everyone may like the decision, but we're all letting this go here, aren't we? If anything else goes missing though, Alex, I'll hand you over to Steve myself. Nothing will. It was a mistake, a one-time thing. Steve spits. Pathetic. This whole fucking clown show was a mistake. I don't think that's a decision that's going to make many people happy. I hope for your sake Alex doesn't mess up again. I'd keep a close eye on him if I were you. If he steals food again, they're going to blame you too. One by one, the group begins to disperse, and very few people look pleased with my decision. Alex apologised profusely again before he left, and Jenny gives me a big hug and a peck on the cheek. At least not everyone hates me now. Not many other people even made eye contact on their way out though, and you hope this decision doesn't come back to haunt you. Nope, sorry, doing the right thing is, yeah, you do the right thing because it's the right thing. It's not difficult. So we still need another 10 supplies, ideally. Okay, so let us chop some wood. Let us do some cooking. And let us go out on the scavenge. Okay, that looks like a reasonable choice. Though surrounded by a pleasant countryside, Yeovil is quite a large town, and the centre is probably home to a pretty large population of undead. I wonder how many survivors might still live there. And where there is life, there is hope. We expect to find some food here, but the area is densely populated and will be dangerous to visit. The stench of rotting flesh and litter was almost too much to bear, but we continued our way into the more populated areas. Most of the cars in this parking lot had been joined in the traffic jams on the highways, but an old truck looked like it might be useful, and we were lucky. There was no one around. We managed to locate a couple of fruitcakes, old, but still perfectly edible. Such a treat. Further, we found some ammo, a clutch of revolver bullets on the floor, discarded by some fleeing soldier perhaps. The rounds were still clean and in pretty good order. Additionally, we found a cluster of metal rods tied together with plastic clips, all good quality steel, and ideal for building with. That was a really good run. Okay. The countryside here is largely flat farmland. There are a few barrows and wooded areas along a terrain of heathland and pretty country colours. There are a few populated areas here, so there probably aren't many infected souls to cause trouble. We think there should be some food here, and we don't expect to encounter too many Zeds. We saw some houses hidden from the main road on a previous trip into the countryside, and today seemed like a good chance to check them out. Actions speak louder than words, so I took a photo, and we carried out a thorough sweep of the house, but we were lucky. No Zeds were waiting for us. There was some delicious corned beef in the cellar. Oh, I love corned beef. Actually, corned beef pie is really good. You know, if you've never tried corned beef pie, try it, along with lots of gravy and probably mashed potato, but chips work quite well. You know, and a nice side of probably some peas, something like that. That is a really damn good lunch. It's also a very British lunch. There was some delicious corned beef in the cellar, plus we descended into the basement, down iron steps, and entered the dimly lit chamber. There were 3 iron-bound caskets, and in one we found a new pistol and a few bullets. I still maintain there's way too many guns in this game. My memories of being stationed in the townhouse here were happy ones now, although back then the days had seemed like they were hard work, filled with emotions of all sorts. Who would have predicted that I would see my training pal Roger again, so many years later, and on a distant battlefield too. It's not a big town, but Salisbury has a large enough population to cause problems, assuming that the population is infected. We should find a few building supplies here though the area is moderately dangerous to visit. Okay, let's risk it. The eerie silence got to our nerves, and more than once someone jumped at shadows. The apartment building looked almost unaffected by the utter chaos on the street, and we broke down the front door and randomly picked an apartment. While the location had apparently already been ransacked, they apparently had no means to open the large, locked strongbox that we'd found. Getting there. There we go. The lock opened and finally gave us the chance to get the supplies we've been looking for, and inside we found a stash of conserves, and once more we discovered some ammo. The owner had also stashed away a few fuel cans, and more than that we hit on a bunch of tools. That was pretty decent. We've still got loads more ammo than I need. I mean, by a really long way. To the point where I might even consider making some fresh booby traps. The scattering of little villages between the towns of Salisbury and Winchester is a very special place, very picturesque, and at times seemingly remote, but you're never actually very far from the throngs of modern civilization. I've trekked here once or twice in my youth, but most memorably with my fiancée and a very young Emily. Compared to a town, there aren't many people around these pretty villages, and I expect that many of those pretty villages are now pretty terrifying, with a few lumbering corpses one might encounter. There should be some building supplies here, and not too much trouble. Let's walk there. Today we found a small country village that looked like it had been abandoned for quite some time. The front door to the house we chose was locked, but a few good kicks were all it took to break it down, and as soon as we entered the scene we heard the now familiar groaning of the undead, and were prepared to fight. Okay Alex, you're now my frontline combat guy because, well, this is your punishment for attempting to steal food. You've got to be the one to kill the zombies. Sucks to be you. Perfect, well done. Okay, anything but the skull. Anything but the skull. The 6 is preferable, but anything that isn't a goddamn skull. No. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, unless she gets a triple skull, there's no way she's beating that. Good. That was a close call. One of the zombies grabbed me, but one of my group helped me out. I don't know what scares me more. The fear of battle, or that small primal part of me that actually seems to enjoy it. Eye for an eye, I guess. But how many have died? God, I can't count them anymore. We all felt that some supplies would be a good trade-off for our troubles, so we got looking for them. We found a hidden room, some sort of shelter that had some preserves, perfect for our situation. And additionally, the house had a dark hallway lit by a huge candelabra. Beneath it lay a scattering of bullets, and we collected the ammunition for our own use. Furthermore, the greenhouse had a good stock of fencing wire and new rolls of black roofing. Both of those would be ideal for building with. Okay, nothing else we can do today, so let's head back to camp. And apparently Renette wants to talk to us. I think something moved in that truck over there. Yeah, I bet. It's just your imagination. No, really, I'm sure. Probably a zombie then, if anything at all. I saw it too. Look, there. Looks like a kid. Poor little thing. What do you care? He doesn't have your skin color. I care about anyone, especially a kid. Steve, stop right there. You're a couple of 100 meters away, but you think you can hear the kid screaming for help. I think he's alive. Alright, we're investigating this. Trying not to attract the attention of the zombies, he moved closer to the truck. Inside you can see the kid hitting the windows with his fists and screaming at you for help. Although muted by the windows and out of sight of most of the nearby zombies, 3 of the closest ones turned towards the truck. You can hear them growling hungrily. Thank you! You're welcome. We're here to save the world, right, Brunette? Oh, Steve. One day you'll understand it's better to help than to stand aside. I doubt that day'll come anytime soon. Hey, I helped, didn't I? I hate to interrupt, but I think the boy's hurt. He stepped closer to check on the boy. He seems to be hiding his left arm. No, I'm fine. He's been bit. Oh, god damn it, he's been bit. I told you. Only shit comes from helping others. Hey, I'm not bitten. Let me see your arm. Okay. He's not bit. Just looks like a cut. Cut myself with some glass going through a window. How long have you been out here alone? Almost since this started. I was in the car with my parents. There was a crowd of those zombies. We got stuck and my dad got out the car. My mum followed him and they got eaten. And I escaped. Everyone seems surprised by the kid's story. Even Steve is silent. I hid in different houses during the night. And just this morning I took a closer look at the truck. I hoped it might have some food in it or something. I don't know. I got surrounded and hid there until I saw you. Why did you hide your wound? I've seen it before. A group killed off some wounded stranger on the street. Said he wasn't any help and they shot him. Well, we won't shoot you. Now let's take care of that wound. Okay, so manage party. We now have 13 VIPs. One of them is a child, so I can't imagine he'll be... Well, he's good for one action point at least. Nikki has been separated from family since SHTF and is anxious to find them again. We mostly have the same opinions. Let's talk to him. Thanks again for coming to get me when I was stuck in that truck. I really thought I was done for there. Is your arm better? Oh, yeah, my arm's totally fine. It was just a little cut, really. You guys worry too much. I am worried about my siblings, though. My whole family's coming back from holiday, but my older brother was driving home separately with his girlfriend and my baby sister. I know my parents didn't make it. Maybe they at least made it home safe? I'm sure they're safe. I hope so. But I bet he could outrun those stupid Zeds. Even if they are safe, though, I still don't know about Mom or Dad just yet. I'll have to tell them what happened. Maybe they'll blame me. None of this was your fault. I know. I just wish I could have done something. If I was as fast or strong as you guys, maybe I could save people too. That's it. I'll just keep getting stronger no matter what. Thanks for the encouragement. Fair enough, I can respect that attitude. You know what? That to me seems like a pretty good point to end this video. Because we've done our good deed for the day, so I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next part.